Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening to those of you on the other side of this planet. Hope you're doing well today. Got some fun stuff lined up. Got good news for y'all. A slight change of plans for today. We actually won't be looking at the at some stuff from Zaris today. We'll be doing that Monday instead. Just scheduling things with people on the other side of the world is a thing. And instead, we'll be doing a different review today. Maybe more than one, but I'm probably going to limit it to just one. I'm thinking that what we're going to do is kind of spread out reviews into featuring a different plugin each stream or set of plugins if there's like a bundle or a suite involved, and actually put them to task in real time on things that we're actually working on. So that way you get to see them kind of unfiltered, you know, without a script. Today we are going to, actually I'm going to open up our last one, and I'll just save a version of this for today, and we may jump back in a little bit into Reels and a little bit into Shaperbox today in our journey through processing sounds for our Halloween challenge. But here's the details on that Community Halloween Challenge. We are currently in phase 1, sample challenge, right? You are collecting samples, recording, gathering, discovering, whatever. Keep your iPhone handy or your pocket recording device. Set up an account on freesound.org or one of the many other wonderful places where you can find sounds, upload sounds, share sounds. Anyway, get us those sounds. We're going to be making spooky sounds with them. There's 3 ways you can play. This is part of step 2, transform the sounds. You can work alone, which means you gather all your sounds. You don't tell anybody about the sounds that you grabbed. And then you just start playing mad scientist in your lab over there. And then when we're all sharing our final sounds, you can just appear magically out of the dark, share all the wonderful things you made. Second option, let me work on your sounds. Send me the sounds. Send them to holler@ohmlab.tv and tell me that you only want me to work on them. And then I will, in stream. The third option, which is obviously the most fun and the one everybody wants you to do, let everyone work on your sounds. So again, send those to holler@ohmlab.com. And if all you do is send them to me and not tell me to keep them all to myself, then I will put them up into a drive, and I will share the link to that drive. And you yourself can download sounds from other people from that same drive. You know, give a penny, take a penny. Give a sample, take a sample. Or give a sample and take 30 samples. It's up to you. This is all about fun and learning. And then step 3 comes later in the month. Make something. Or maybe you've already started on that. We're going to be making samples. single one-shots, simple things that could be looped. Stems, large contiguous pieces of audio. Music, multiple things layered together. It doesn't actually have to be melodic. It could be something highly atmospheric or like a soundscape or something. We've already started to receive some sounds from people. Let me turn down this funky town in the background here. We've already started to get some sounds in from some folks. We got some from Paul. We got some from Saffron Works. We got some from Trance in Your Pants. Oh, and by the way, when I saw the email come through, Trance in Your Pants, are you Ricky? Because I kind of recognize something about the sounds that were sent through. They sound a little familiar. Anyway, I saw the name on the email and I just wanted to say hi. Maybe you already told me when you first came in here. I was probably busy that day. Avenged, welcome. Welcome to the mix. All right, guys, I think I'm pretty much set up here. We've got a little drive built. And you'll probably see that these are not in the Discord. They're actually up on a Google Drive. And the reason being, and this is pretty exciting, I may have figured out a way to build natively on my website everything that we need to do what we want to do with all this community sound design stuff and not actually have Discord involved. There's been some compatibility issues between Streamlabs and Discord recently, and I really don't want to sacrifice the quality of our streams for that. Avenged, yes, you can submit stuff for feedback. It's Feedback Friday as well, everybody. We're also going to be doing product review. Like I mentioned today, we will be taking a look at something new from Polyverse. Everybody loves Polyverse. We're going to be taking a look at their brand new reverb called Comet. And because I love you guys, got you covered. We got another, this one's going to be 33% off. And if you grab it, you will also get from WA Production the Pumper and Imprint bundle absolutely free. Jello Music, yes, we do. Holler at OhmLab TV. If you want to submit something, whether it be sounds for the community project that we're working on right now, or if you want something reviewed, get some feedback, we're happy to do that. We're going to scatter those out a bit. We're only going to spend a few minutes on each person when we do feedback. So please have patience if you're waiting in line. You can also drop links right here in the chat if you've got like a SoundCloud or something like that, if you just want a track heard. If what you're wanting is to share samples for the community project with the rest of the community so they can play along with your sounds at home, then send them to the email. You can just toss a link up in the chat if you're looking for a track review or something, feedback. And there's a new command today. It's going to stick around until we get things finalized over on the site with the new sharing page. But this one is just sounds. Boom. Said, welcome. Man, I miss you. I hope you're sticking around today. I just tossed this up. Sounds, you can use that command all day long. Refresh the link in the chat, and what you'll find here when you go to that link is just a drive, and you're going to be able to download sounds. And I will put your sounds up there when you send them to holler@ohmlab.tv. We'll get them put into the mix. Quite literally, we will start transforming them live in the stream, and there are already some really cool sounds up there, and we can run through those before we do anything else. Again, if you're here for feedback, we're going to scatter those out. Only going to be spending a few minutes on each one. We're happy to take a listen to your music, your sounds, your reels, your sync projects. We're here to help you grow and make some money. Said, how have you been? Are you busy right now? Not like right this minute. I mean, you're obviously having enough time to come play, but like, do you have a little bit of time in your days right now? What's going on? All right, let me kill this music over here. We have started a new weekend. You're back down in Cali. Okay. It is a new month. And as promised, the video on demand archives, etc., will be restricted to subs. We'll still make some clips and stuff and share those. But subscribers will be able to browse at their convenience. We will have a new and maybe even better way to subscribe very shortly. Stay tuned. Maybe even by next week with the new stuff being added. Back in school again. All right. All right. Yeah, we need to do some catching up. Yeah, I just want to know what you've been up to. How you been? So we got a couple things that you can grab up on the drive already. There's a couple that were sent in from Saf last stream. A very, very subtle bow on a stove. A stabbing of some meat. Remember, we're talking Halloween sounds here. We've also got a couple things from Paul. Love this one. Love the split here. Feels inverted. Paul would not have sent us something that stayed normal for an entire minute. This gets better too, and there's an alt version here. Maybe using that same oscillator. And then we've also got a bunch from Chance in Your Pants. These are all great. These are going to be able to be mangled in so many different ways. And since we'll be taking a look at Comet, we'll probably use a bunch of these, Ricky. Cardboard Tube Hit. I actually want to go back and listen to Cardboard Tube Hit. Tube Hit side. Anyway, there's lots of fun things to grab already. And as soon as you send your sounds, we'll add those to the drive, and other people will be able to grab those as well. Again, just hit Command sounds in the chat today, and you'll be whisked away to that drive to grab more sounds. Subvids, welcome. Welcome. All right. So I'm going to maybe bring in a couple sounds. Which one should we start with here? I'm just going to move these. So what do we got here? We've got this one, no, that's somebody's homework. This one, this one, this one, this one. Let's just drop all of those. And then we'll just put all of SAFs into one folder. And I will continue to compile these in your own directory for the time being. So I'll just put this over here for easy access. And we'll grab some cool stuff. So let's grab, I think SAF was the first one to send stuff in the last stream. So I'm going to take this bow sound and I'm just going to jump right into comment. I have not actually turned it on yet. I did install it and made sure that it loaded so I could plug in the serial, and that's it. So yeah. Yeah. Purple Pros, good morning. Does it need to be a link or just a video? You can send whatever you like. A link to a sound, a video with a sound. If you have a sound file, you can send that. You can send it to holler@ohmlab.tv and we'll get it worked in. Solov said, yeah, you can grab anything from those shared folders. And if you want to toss stuff up into the mix, you can do that as well. And what we're going to do is work through the next few weeks as we gear up to Halloween. And we're going to create some weird, immersive, creepy stuff, right? Avenge, we'll be doing feedback throughout the stream, kind of scattered throughout. You want to put up a link? That's totally fine. All right, peace out. All right, so we're gonna put comment on this. Listen to the sound on its own first, and then just take a quick look at this plugin and see what it can do on a very simple sound like this. And this is very quiet, so I'm actually going to up the gain on this a bit so everybody can hear it better. Okay, so let's turn this on. Just take a look. We've got input control over here, output control over here. Pre-delay setting, diffuse, parameter, detune, high and low dampening, and a color slider. Looks like size can be synced or free. And then we've got decay. And there's a little stop button here. Maybe there's an opportunity to do some freeze. Oh, there's a glide over here. Goldilocks, brown space, lovely, vocal, huge, epic, bright, and splashy. So these must be filters here. Great, and we can MIDI learn each of those parameters. And there's also CV. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, here's our zoom. Let's zoom in a bit. There we go. See this all a little bit better. Knob mode, round and linear. Let's take a look at that. Round. And linear. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay. And all of this can be manipulated in real time. And it looks like these are different morph points, actually. Okay, cool. So we'll be able to morph between 5 different points. So a la FM8 and other wonderful tools, alchemy, that you can morph. And then it's got a preset collection in here. Small, medium, large, eternal, and artsy. Looks like there's a fair number of them. Let's just click through a couple of the presets to get a sense of what the reverb sounds like. So for those of you who are not already familiar with Polyverse, they make some really interesting stuff. Manipulator, Infected Mushroom. Probably their most well-known, I would assume. But this is brand new. This is their newest reverb. It's they're billing it as an evolving reverb, and I believe them. Let's take it for a spin. Let's add a little more wet to this so we can hear. That's better. Maybe even make it a little bit bigger. Interesting. So the parameters are sticky and you can move through spaces. Hey, interesting. Okay. Okay, so this one is not locked and this is locked. I'm seeing now we've got lock control over each of these. Clever design. Okay, I like this already. This is good. Let's turn off the lock on this one and hear what each one of these sounds like natively. And then we'll see if we can start to take advantage of these. Interesting, so that just puts a short little stop in there. All right, let's listen to one of these really crazy big ones. Here it is, completely transformed. You know, Saf, I know it's a very simple sound, but this right here is actually really cool for a horror ambience. It's got a cool little texture in there. Hey, if you want to post a link in the chat, you certainly can. Oh, you did. I missed it. Sorry about that. Let's jump over and do that. Welcome, Zev. Yeah, we're playing with the people's sounds. I don't think you did. Send me your guitar sounds. Zaras, welcome. Jello Music, are you still here? And Avenged, are you still here? Sorry, I missed those links. Sweet. Send it over. I will get it added to the drive. Anybody else that wants to submit sounds for other people to use? Jello, cool. I'm going to click on your link here. Zaras, that is great news. We'll get you in on Monday for that then. Oh, it's in the FX folder that, great, got it. Okay, so I'm just gonna toss the email link up in the chat. Anybody that wants to submit sounds for the little community project that we're working on right now, go ahead and send them through. Holler at ohmlab.tv. Jello Music, I got you. Just scroll up and get this this link. Sorry, that was missed. It looks like a whole bunch of messages came in at the exact same time here. All right, so it says 16 years old from Reunion Island, signed at Bree Records.
I gave you way too many chances. You told too many lies. Don't say you don't deserve this. Boy, look me in the eyes. Gave you way too many chances. You told too many lies. Don't say you don't deserve this. Boy, look me in the eyes. I gave you way too many chances. You told too many lies. Don't say you don't deserve this. Boy, look me in the eyes. Gave you way too many chances. You told too many lies. Don't say you don't deserve this. Boy, look me in the eyes. I gave you way too. I gave you way too many chances. You told too many lies. Don't say you don't deserve this. Boy, look me in the eyes. Gave you way too many chances. You told too many lies. Don't say you don't deserve this. Boy, look me in the eyes. I gave you way too many chances. You told too many lies. Don't say you don't deserve this. Boy, look me in the eyes. Gave you way too many chances. You told too many lies. Don't say you don't deserve this. Boy, look me in the eyes. I gave you way too.
First and foremost, am I saying the name right? Is it Jello or Getlo? Good mix. Good mix. Okay, so a couple things. You have some room if you want to add a little low end to this in some spots just for drama's sake and punch. You certainly have the room for it. I'm loving all the different things, all the crazy little lasers and embellishments you have throughout. They do kind of stack up a bit in the center at points. So you might want to think about moving a couple of those around in the stereo field. They don't necessarily have to have a static position really far out. But if you allow them to move around a little bit, and maybe even bring some of them into a larger or longer reverb, a bit closer to the vocals, it'll add a touch more of an atmospheric presence up top. Loving the drop. Yeah, I mean, it's a really tight sound, and it's a polished thing. You've got an idea if you chased it, and those are really the only things that stand out to me, honestly. There's definitely space for some low stuff, especially up front. Spread some stuff out in the stereo field just a bit. Again, doesn't have to be in a static position. Just to get a little bit more space in the middle, number one, but opportunity for more air up top. Good stuff. Get low. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is good. And yeah, I mean, you're already talking with labels, and you're 16. Is that correct? It's a good spot to be in. Greetings from sunny Maryland. Thank you, Paul. Greetings from beautiful Pacific Northwest. We had fog this morning. It's burned off into blue, and it's going to be gorgeous. So, yeah, man, you're 16. You're doing just fine. This is far better than most at your age, for sure, that are dipping the toes in the water. And like I said, if you're already having conversations with the label, then you're doing what you need to do the right way. If you don't already have a mentor, find someone that speaks your language. And I'm not speaking, native language. I'm speaking, the same level of technical versus artistic, if you will. Someone that you vibe well with and has had a little bit more time in the industry, and listen with your own ears first and trust their guidance. Stick with it. It's a good sound. Yeah. Headspace. Yeah, Paul, fact. Great work at any age. Yeah, no, it's a really tight sound. Seth, it's a solid mix for a teenager. I think that I don't think that skill is necessarily tethered to age. I just think that if you have a great amount of skill that you're able to focus when you are young, it gives you so much more time, obviously, to play with in the long run, with those same skills leveling up the entire time. It's just you've got a good head start, and keep at it. You might want to try playing with some organic sounds in your mix. It's all highly synthesized, which is ideal for the type of music that you're producing right now. But start, even if it's just layering in subtle elements of more organic sounds to your instruments themselves, not necessarily letting them hang out in the mix on their own. That and adding very subtle amounts of modulation at the beginning and ends of your sounds, tiny little bends, little wavers. Your gate stutters and stuff are on point. You're really, honestly, you're kind of free to look at the tiny, tiny little things that you can do when you get a mix to this point. So, yeah, you bet. Absolutely. Learning the technical makes the creative easier to flow. Absolutely, Paul. And yeah, that's another good point. Just collab, and find a mentor. Have fun. Subvids. Great to hear a younger person not going overboard on the low end. Yeah, I agree. So much so that there were a couple spots in there that it was like, oh, you could actually use a tiny bit here and a tiny bit there. But yeah, that's refreshing, huh? Our ears still have something in them. Half the time people are lazy. Maybe more than half the time, honestly. All right. Let's get back to the business at hand. If anybody else wants some feedback, go ahead and toss a link in the chat. Let me hunt down the sounds from Zev and get them added. Okay, so this is actually... This is actually Ricky's. And then Zev. Zev, if you're still around, are you saying that they're the FX? Yeah, okay, here we go. Okay, cool. And then everything else in the full is just strictly yours. Okay, got it. So we'll just take this whole effects then, and we'll drop it in here in yours. And then I'll also just get that added to the drive as well that all y'all are tapping into today. And I'm going to toss a, well, I don't have to toss a link in the chat. You guys can command that stuff. Exclamation point sounds will get you a link to the drive. The Zev stuff is uploading right now. So we've already got a handful of folders popping in there now, each with their own sounds in them. And everybody else that is sending in sounds, holler at ohmlab.tv. We will get you added to the mix quickly. Trans in your pants, it took me a second, but yeah. Hey, Ricky. It dawned on me as soon as I responded to your email and I started listening to the quality of the sounds that were in there. I was like, wait a minute, this is Ricky. I know this. Avenge, you're back. Are you ready? Let's do this. Yeah, definitely copyright. It'll probably get muted in the replays when we move this over to the YouTubes. This is good feedback from Zaris in the chat, Avenged. Tune into that. All right, well, I would say a couple things that you can focus on. Vary the type of effect that you're applying to the different elements. There was a lot of the same exact stutter at the same exact rate on the vocal. Change that up a bit. Change the rate at which you're stuttering. Change the different elements that you're stuttering. Move those things around a bit. Maybe some more separation between each of the elements. I would agree with the feedback that Zara shared in the chat, which is like the drop, but the vocals don't match in time with the guitar in the build. So a couple things that you could kind of tune into in your mix and start working on. Help improve it a bit. Water Flash. Yeah, you can, but you also, I think, just got here. So why don't you hang out a bit? We're scattering feedback throughout the stream today, and we are also listening through community members' sounds. So give a follow, hit the sub button if you like, if you really want to play. Yeah, you bet, Avenged. Absolutely. And thanks for the patience. So we're going to continue to put a couple of these sounds through. Hey, thanks for the follow, What a Flush. We're going to continue to put some of these through this new reverb plugin from Polyverse here. See what we can get away with. Take this down maybe 150. That's a little bit better for me. Hopefully you guys can still see that. I'm just going to play around with some settings here. This is, again, this is the bow on the stove from Saf. I'm just going to take up the size a bit and add some detuning. I wonder if we have control over that detune. Let's see. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not surprised at how much the texture really comes through there. It's such a simple sound. Let's just clean this up a bit more. And you know what we haven't done? We haven't even checked out where we were in this session from the last time around. Let's see if there's something we can layer this with really quick. What's this? Oh, right. We were listening to the tape, the reels. And this was our building of, oh, right. Let's add some atmosphere to that. This is what it sounded like before. I'll just add this in. See if we can make this fit. I think I might just mute all of this stuff in the middle. So I do like the bow on the stove. Might go in and scrub out that little ping, or I might keep it. Let's hear the, I think the stabbing of the meat is probably going to be used in more of some of the gore stuff that we do, so we'll skip past that. See what we can do with some of Paul's stuff here. I think we're just going to start anew. Yeah, I really like this little piano chop. In fact, what I'm going to do is let's give Saffron's sound a chance to play with Paul's sound. Again, for those who are wanting to check out Comet, this is the newest plugin from Polyverse. I'm not sure if I actually shared this in the chat yet, but like I always do, and sorry, Paul, and for those of you who can't resist these things, but this is the plugin of the day. It's going to be a 33% off again. And this time, what you get for free is the bundle of WA Production Pumper and Imprint at the same time for free. There you go. Link is in the chat. Submissions are not done. Oh, you mean the updrive? Or the upload, I mean? The updrive. Let me just creating new words. Yeah, upload is complete for Zev stuff. You can grab sounds from the drive. It will be complete. And again, just sounds, command sounds, gets you a link. Awesome. I want to take a listen to this little piano chop here. Something about this is just awesome. And I think what I'd really like is for this to be loopable. It's a little bit off. Do, 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 do. Why no love, Logic? Come on now. The question will be, do we want it sample style or no sample style? Shorten that a bit. Give it a little record chop. It's a little fade here. It's a little more dramatic. Let's put a little vinyl on that. Mm-hmm. That's funny. That's funny that they actually put a serial on that. I wonder when they did that. I guess I'll go grab my cereal. Let's put reels on there. Oh, actually, no. Shaper box and a bit. All right, let's bring in the bow on the stove. And I think once we add, like if we run these both through a cabinet and put them into a kind of a shared space, that's going to sound nice together. So let's just do this. Let's just actually make these our main ambience for whatever comes next. And we'll just grab within here. All right, I'm thinking that might do all right with some of the weird guitar stuff that we have coming from Zev. Oh yeah, I'm sure that people will be submitting throughout, and I will continue to update it as well, Paul. So don't worry about that. You can go in and grab stuff a la carte if you like. It is ominous, isn't it? Let's grab some of those guitars from Zev and see how much more ominous we can make it. And then we'll jump into some of those sounds from Ricky as well and start adding some little embellishments here and there. Maybe we'll make a nice rumbly bass. If anyone out there is playing with electric devices today, maybe like a... I don't know, blender might be a bit too much. Maybe like a pair of clippers, like hair clippers, or something in that realm, like that speed. That'd be kind of a fun thing to play with. We could turn that into some kind of like resonant bass kind of thing. Give ourselves the low end rumble. Let's listen through these really quick. Yeah, these are straight scary, huh? Yeah, this is good stuff, huh, Zaris? This is from Zev, who's brilliant, by the way. For those of you in the chat right now, if you haven't checked out Zaris stuff, check out Zaris stuff. And if you have not checked out Zev stuff, check out Zev stuff. They're both great. I think maybe this this 3.5 here, and then maybe just see if we can take off just a touch of that end a little bit. Again, the reverb that we're playing with today is Comet from Polyverse. Let's take a look at maybe moving between a couple of big ones. Let's set up something large, not very detuned or diffused. And let's make it really mid-rangey. Just a tiny little bit of color in there. Give it a big tail to help out that end there. Maybe even just a little bit more tail. This really is a clean reverb. I mean, I know that's what they're billing it as, but it is... it's not imparting a lot of its own flavor. Which makes it really nice. I'm going to add just a touch more decay to smooth out the end there. And we'll just add little fades here. Yeah, very, very natural sounding. Yeah, very, very natural sounding. Yeah, Zaras makes sample packs. A bit of an understatement, but yeah. And we'll have them in here on Monday, it looks like. To be doing a review of one of his products, Tesseract, which is fantastic. Okay, I know what needs to happen between these two. Let's pit these guys against each other. Let's listen to this one first. Let's make this one on the left. They're quite complementary, actually. Now let's bring in that guitar again. You know, I've only been playing with it for a few minutes, but I think I really like Comet. It's a very transparent sound, and as a sound designer, I mean, that's amazing. But as a producer, I mean, just think about the lyrics. I mean, the vocals going through something so clean, right? Man, good stuff. Good stuff. V Gang, thank you for the follow. Yeah, right, Cyrus, these are pretty good sounds. All right. Let's dig into some of Ricky's sounds. Again, if you're wanting to submit sounds for the community project, submit them to holler at OhmLab TV. I'll be checking that periodically. I'll do that right now. And we will get you added to the drive. Everybody is welcome to join in the fun and download stuff. Hey, Zaras, speaking of, I do see the email in my inbox right now, so thank you for poking him. Angry little squirrel. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Purple Prose. We get this all day too, Heidi. Nice cedars, by the way. It's got something to say. Oh my. Yeah, we can grab this audio. We can grab this audio. Let's just do that. That's pretty fantastic. I bet we could just do this in a web, right? Yep, there we go. Yeah, sure. Let's go somewhere else. Oh, go to clip converter. For those of you who are looking for simple converters, I actually don't have everything installed yet on the new machine, but holy crap, really? All y'all are freaking scams. Okay, I'll just... for those who are not familiar, there is a company called Media Human, and you can download a whole bunch of different types of converters, which are really helpful for like batch conversion, wave to MP3, that type of thing. Oh, actually. So we'll just convert this really quick for you, Purple Prose, and then we'll be good. We'll get you worked in here as well. Yeah. That's the one. That's what we would like. Cool, so that'll take just a moment. And we're done. I'll just go grab that. Not sure why music disappeared. Let's just put that back. There we go. Okay, but seriously, like, where the hell is the MP3? Am I missing something really simple? Output. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Well, I think maybe there's a little glitch. We'll just extract it a different way. I think this is going to be a fun one to play with. So, Angry Squirrel, what can we do with you? Let's clean this up a little bit. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, let's start by giving this the old stretch and see what it sounds like. Slow down a little bit. Oh wow, it sounds like a cross between a bird and a primate. Whoa. That's okay. We can turn those cars into ambience. That's no biggie. Oh my goodness, this one right here, you guys. Oh, geez. Okay. Let's grab a few. That one's crazy. That one might go into a sampler. Okay, so that one's snipped. Let's see what else we can find here. Oh my god, it just... Oh, this is killing me. This is so good. Heidi, you consistently send through great stuff. These are awesome. We're going to put these into a sampler. Let's just start with these few here. Let's see here. Let's see. I think what we'll do is maybe toss these into Kontakt for now, so we can have some flexibility in how we play with them. And let's just add a new instrument here in our rack. and map these guys really quick. Let's put, where are we here? These guys down here. We'll put this one on C1. Oh, hold on a second. Let me save my project here. This is, holy cow. It's October. For the reals. All right, let's see if we can drag these in now. Bugger. All right, so I want this one. On C1. Let's put this one on C2. And we'll put this one on C3. And then we'll just select them all and we'll go, oh, let's see here. Let's go up a few and down a few, huh? So we have some space. Maybe we could even do an overlap on each one just to keep it interesting. We'll layer two together. That'll make it interesting. Bring this up. We'll bring this down. Let's see what this sounds like. So what we're doing is we're dragging in squirrel chatter. Slow down. It sounds crazy already. Let's get ourselves to a C1. Let's turn this up so we can all hear it. And let's turn it up a bit more. All right, I'm going to go up. So this is C1, C2. Why is C2 not working? Oh, that's why. That's my bad. This is supposed to be number 1. Okay, so we'll put that on C2. It will stretch out. That's why it sounded a little funny. There we go. Now we've got 3 different samples. Oh yeah, the layered ones are great. Oh, those are awesome. Okay, this sounds like a little cartoon character of some kind. Oh my goodness. Palgo, welcome. Angry raptor squirrel. Oh, that's great. That's great. Oh, it's just so good. These guys are just so good. All right, let's see what we can get up to with these bad boys here. Let's do a bit of distortion on these. Oh my. These are so good for horror and Halloween, Heidi. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is just nuts. I'm having a hard time believing that this is still just a squirrel. Play this for my cat. So I'm just going to make a little jungle scene by triggering a few of these at the same time here. Oh my god. Oh, these are really great. These are really great. All right, so we've got this crazy little anger instrument over here. We've got this chilling, scary little screechy distortion guitar, and we've got this ambience. Okay, so I might actually put that in there. I just... All right, we're going to leave it at those two screams for right now. Said, you do you, man. Come back when you can. What's for lunch? Oh man, that actually kind of fits in there, doesn't it? Oh man. Let's just flip the pan on those. Oh my goodness. So flippin' funny. Let's just send these on opposite sides here. Skinny up the middle again. That squirrel! All right. That's too funny. We haven't really even processed that except for slowing it down. That is so funny. Well, I guess the distortion's on there too. That's just freaking great. Let's grab some of those Ricky sounds. Let's see if anybody else has submitted. We just got something in from Zaris.
You turn my ocean deep is blue. I never had my thoughts from you. You're my deepest blue. If Mother Nature ever chose a name, I'm sure that you would choose the same. I never had my thoughts from you. You're my deepest blue. Am I dreaming now? Walking on the moon and I don't know how to reach you, baby. Every time I try to look closer. Am I dreaming now? Walking on the moon and I don't know how to reach you, baby. Every time I try to look closer. We've only got this time to prove that together we can make.
So Zaris, super tight, man. Your stuff always sounds so pro. Super, super clean. Paul. Yeah, I bet you don't get to do this stuff very much right now. You're freaking busy. That's a good problem. Yeah, for those of you seeking feedback on tracks and stuff, when Zaris is in the room and he's telling you something about what he's hearing in your music, listen up, because he does some really good stuff. Right, Saf? Not bad for just a couple minutes. That's the power of community right there. People sending in pretty unique sounds. Yeah, that's good, man. That is good. Anybody else looking for feedback, you can send a link into the chat here. And if you're wanting to submit sounds for the community play here, we're working on Halloween sounds this month as we gear up for the darker side of the month. Send it into holler@ohmlab.tv. Some feedback on a track we never got to talk about. Yeah, dude. Toss it up. Toss it up. Happy to put ears on it for you. Saf, you're more than welcome to share links as well. Still getting it all built out, but you can now tune into these on the official website, ohmlabmusic.com. Integration has finally landed. And I'm in the midst of wrapping up the community page. I've had it offline for a bit while I add a new upload tool and stuff for you guys. I'm thinking about just ditching Discord entirely so we can avoid compatibility issues moving forward. Regardless, those who want to tune in there can. Zev, is the link that you just shared, is that the newest draft? If so, I'll click on it. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so we're going to do another bit of feedback here. Oh, this is the update to critical mass. Excellent. So I'll do a couple little needle drops here. It's because it's a longer track. The bit crusher sounds so good on that. There's definitely a bit more clarity and shine on the edges right now. Those little perks that scatter, you might want to add just a little bit of high end. Like mid-high and highs. Maybe just push the decay on the reverb on those just a tiny bit longer. Love the way they kind of scatter. Your CPU hates the song, yeah, I bet. Yeah, Zaras and Zev, you guys would definitely like each other's stuff, for sure. Yeah, you're right, man. It is like magic, that bit crusher. Yeah, this feels better in here. Those chimes. Those chimes. It almost seems like there should have been something here. You know what might fill out that little spot right there? It feels like something's missing. Just like instead of a little instead of a tiny little white riser, you just toss a reverse in there instead. Like make a super simple white noise riser, very subtle, and then flip it and toss it in there. I think that would be kind of a at the end of those chimes or something, right as the snare's about to hit. So you'd get like a... I want to hear this other breakdown here. Yeah, I like the idea of darkening it up a bit too. And then something subtle coming out of it with those chimes, I think. But yeah, those little perk hits that kind of scatter out, I still feel like a touch more on those mid-highs to highs. Nate, welcome. Nanu, Nanu. Those chimes again. I'd accentuate that crossover where you've got like the downlifter and the riser going at the same time. I bring up that bass even more. Got that bit crusher. It just works there. This spot here, there could be a big rise for the first half of this thing if it was a little chaotic and filtered. And then let it drop off here. It sounds like something's going to be brewing in here. Maybe I'm just used to the way that it sounded before. Yeah, it did feel crowded before. Maybe there's some kind of this time when I'm listening through it, I'm kind of hearing something different since the build was taken out of it and it's all stripped back. I like how it leaves you hanging, but at the same time, I feel like there's this, maybe if you had kind of like some kind of cacophony riser that happens that's obscured, right? You can kind of hear it kind of bubbling and then it comes up and then it kind of like fades off for the second half of that breakdown. And then like it slowly comes back up into that white noise riser and that bass downlifters, they cross over. I'd bring up that bass too at the end of the breakdown, that is. It is Feedback Friday. Dude, send over your whip. Yes, they are allowed, Nate. Drop links in the chat if you want everybody to hear it. If you want just my ears, then send it to the email. Again, if you're submitting sounds for feedback, you can drop links in the chat. If you are submitting sounds for our Halloween sound design, music making extravaganza this month, send those sounds to holler@ohmlab.tv. And if you want to grab the sounds that other people have been submitting so far, Command Sounds will get you that link. And we're going to have this set up on the website next week. And you guys can just start watching on the website and downloading on the website while we are actually creating together. It'll make things a little bit easier. You won't have to be jumping back and forth, and we can avoid Discord, I think. Huh, maybe you can leave the piano and just start stripping out more of the elements around it. Halfway through the second break, drop everything except the main lead, then add a snare build with effects risers. Huh? Uh-huh. You bet, dude. I love that you've fallen in love with Bit Crusher and Tremolo. I love it. All right, where were we? We were about to grab some of Ricky's sounds and put them into the mix here. And before I do that, I'm going to grab a little bit of coffee. Maybe you guys will do the same. I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back in about 1 minute. Nate, wherever you are. Oh, cool. You're grabbing coffee too. I see your link there. Now I see it. All right. We'll get to that in just a sec. I'm going to go grab coffee, And I'll see you guys in a minute. And I'm back. Thanks for sticking around, folks. Coffee retrieved. I took an extra minute to play some crazy mad squirrel sounds for the cat, just to gauge the reaction. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. All right. Before we jump back into these sounds, let's check and see what Nate sent. Where is that? Wait a minute. What do I smell? It smells like Guy is here. What's up, Guy? Don't hit the coffee pot. It's great. So the one thing I haven't gotten to yet is making a better entry for our instruments, more attack and or actual phase. But besides that, just trying to make sure everything fits nicely in an orchestral bedding. Okay, well, let's click on the link and see what happens here. Oh man, I want just a hint more reverb on those flutes. I think this key string combo might need just a little shaved off the bottom. It's a little thick, it's a little weighted towards the low frequencies, and it kind of brings down the lightness of everything that came before it. Yeah, these are really good counterpoint elements. Yeah, if that was just a little bit brighter, those strings could shine a little bit more in there. That's solid work, dude. You're killing it right now. Same project or different project? This is great. You keep this up, and you're going to be busier than you want to be, maybe. Yeah, I really enjoyed that too. Except, yeah, of course, Paul. More cowbell. 8-bit cowbell. Nate, thank you. It's always pleasing to the ears. All right. Let's see what Ricky sent. Let's check out his processed ones first. Ricky, are you still in the chat right now? Orchestral cowbell collection. You bet, Nate. You bet. Hey, by the way, did I send you all the right packs the other day? Right, sound packs? That one's pretty interesting right there. Ooh, with a single bongo hit like that, I bet we could do some interesting stuff. I love these cardboard tube hits. Brilliant use of distortion. Ricky, these cardboard tube hits deserve to be used in a score, a trailer, something. They kind of have a heaviosity vibe to them. Yeah, there's some really good stuff. Hey, you know what? I'm actually going to use this plastic bag really quick to thicken up our atmosphere, because I was thinking that we needed some vocal or some vinyl earlier on that little bit that Paul sent over for us to play with. So maybe we'll just layer this in as it is. And then let's just A-B it inside that stack. I think it probably deserves its own verb. It is so easy to use to layer stuff together with Comet. I'm growing a little bit more impressed with each time we add something and run it through Comet. I really am. Let's just listen to this really quick and clean it up. Oh, snap. Ah, I see what you did here. This sound was made by someone who is not a savage. Ah! Brilliant. Let's just move it around just a touch. I don't need that EQ. Hey, Ricky, I'm not sure if you were around when I kicked up the stream this morning, but I realized that it was you sending through sounds this morning after I responded to your email. All right, so let's add some comment to this. You know, we're going to be taking a look at some cleaning and restoration kind of plugins next week together, and part of what we'll talk about is the removal of reverb and then adding a reverb that better fits a project, which is kind of possible these days with the nice tools that we have available to us. On this one, though, I'm just going to straight add comment to this because I think it's transparent enough. Let's give it a little pre-delay here. It's a great sound. Yeah, I'm really starting to like Comet. All right, I'm going to share this with you guys again. The more I like something, the more I start to share the deal. That's the way this is going to work, I think. Anybody else who's liking what they're hearing, you can grab Comet for 33% off right now. It's the newest thing from Polyverse. And if you do pick it up, then you get the free pumper and imprint bundle from WA Production. Not watching Next Men. Oh, yeah. They would like make a nice little Brom layer. Don't want to be a dirt jerk and just dip out, but I gotta go to the DMV. Yeah, dude. Go, run. Good luck to you. It sucks down there. Oh, you bet, dude. And thank you for your continued love. How dare you EQ all that brown and pink noise out of your EQ? Want to hear the blank bullets reverb, not the reverb of the sound I'm reverbing. Missed it. It was in a meeting for a bit. Well, now you're here. Now I know. And now you know. I'm so bummed out. I have this song I'm doing. It just feels mixed well, and everyone's like, yeah, the vocal's harsh. I just wish everyone could hear what I hear. Something about that has to change in the industry. Oh, good, Zaris. Yeah, it's a really nice reverb. The more I've only been playing around with it. What we've been on for like 2 hours now, so I've only been playing with it for a couple of hours, but I just really like the transparency of it. It's so easy to layer things and to bring things into new stacks. It's awesome. We just need cheap neutral headphones. Good luck, Nate. Good luck. Guy, if you want to share the link, I'm happy to put some ears on it and we can get some feedback from other folks in the chat as well. If I have missed any links from anyone, holler at me. I'm just kind of scrolling up right now. I don't think I have. But guys, seriously, if you want to have more ears on it, we can give a listen. And I'll go check the email really quick. Okay, cool. So let's get this plastic bag worked into these guys. This is just the kind of crunchiness that this needed. It's just going to be very subtle. And the tremolo is helping to keep some of the signal out of the middle. And I think that this could even be a candidate for, let's just bounce this with the verb on it. Wait, what's going on there? Oh, of course. Volume. Oy. All right, so we're going to bring, we'll bring these both down here. Back down to the realm where they were. And this second one, let's reverse that. They kind of feed in and out of each other here. Bring these down again in tandem. So that'll be a fairly seamless thing now, hopefully. Might spread those out a bit. I think I will. There's a bit of an overlap there. That's probably better. I think I'm ready to bring back in those squirrels now. Oh my goodness, those guys are crazy. All right, let's treat this one. I would like to feel a bit more than that. Hear a little bit less of it. Let's start from a starting point. It's one of these designed ones. Oh, interesting. I kind of like the crazy expansiveness of this one. Let's play with this. Oh wow, that first scream is kind of subliminal almost. Okay, that's a pretty interesting position for it. Yeah, I'm digging this reverb. I'm not going to get all crazy and say it's like my favorite yet, but it's definitely going to be used a lot. All right, let's smooth these. So I just notched the harsh frequency ranges, and the horrifying thing is I don't hear much of a difference unless I go extreme. So I'm thinking these headphones have terrible response there. Yeah, that does sound awesome, right, Zaras? Guy, dude, it's entirely possible. It's also entirely possible that you're missing frequencies too, and there are ways that you could kind of train your ears to hear a bit more in those spaces if you think it is you. If it's your headphones, at least it's an easier fix. Well, I mean, except for the money aspect of it. Yeah, my favorite for the foreseeable future. Which one is the bow on the stove? The bow on the stove is up here. It's just this one. If we were to bring this up, this could be its own kind of environmental ambience on its own, but we currently have it down like this and layered with this piano chop from Paul. And the two of them are providing the initial bed for this whole thing. And we've got those two stacked and running through a single instance of Comet, nothing else on them. And then we've got the guitar from Zev hitting pretty much right out the gates here. I might actually just make that a little bit longer ramp up there. And then we've got an angry squirrel slowed down just a little bit, and I've put a little distortion on it and run it through Comet again. Without Comet, it's just straight frightening. Here's the squirrel. And with Comet, I think it sounds really nice creamed out in the mix here. Right, and then after that we added the plastic bag element from Ricky, and I'm about to dig back in and grab something else out of his. Oh, that just makes the whole thing. Thank you for sending through so many sounds for us to play with, Ricky. Appreciate it. Zaras, I will see you on the flip, dude. We'll connect, and we'll get you in here on Monday, too. I'll run the download over the weekend. And everybody that's in here, make sure you tune back in on Monday. We'll have Zaras in here talking through his epic library Tesseract. Okay, so this is actually really nice. I might actually leave this one. And let's move this over again. And start on another one. I guess we'll just take this. I'm going to move this out into space just to remind myself that I might want to use some squirrels again soon. Let's see what else Ricky has for us. This project is starting to get a little big. But you guys are making some really cool stuff here with me, so let's just save this. And let's head over and see what else is in here. Oh, a granular glitch on the bag. Oh, geez, that's good. That one's even smoother. A little reverse action. Let's grab these two. Oh, they actually even kind of blend right off the bat, don't they? Jason is coming. Oh, it's so lovely. You've got everything just squared up so nice, Ricky. I don't know why I keep reaching for an EQ. See what else you got in here. Let's grab. I like this. This AC power down. it's going to be big. Let's try another one of those artsy ones. See where it takes us. I kind of liked the instant gratification of the last one. It's got a nice metallic tone. Ooh. Is it just me, or does this just keep getting better? Alright, we'll take this down a little bit. That's a little hot. Detune it a bit more, maybe. Maybe not that much. Let's see what this sounds like with a more of a rounded knob here. Get a little bit more rumble in there. Ooh. There we go, just a touch more of that low in there. There we go. Isn't that nice reverb? Yeah. This is the plugin that we're reviewing today, and anybody that is liking what they hear, it's no surprise because it's the newest thing from Polyverse, the same people that did Manipulator and the other stuff that they built with Infected Mushroom. But because love, if you grab it, it's 33% off, and you're going to get the Pumper and Imprint bundle from WA Production for free. And we'll probably end up looking at some more WA Production stuff next week. And I've also just kind of sealed the deal on the new ERA5 editing suite from Acusonus, which is going to be a pleasure to review with you guys next week. Talk about cleaning up audio in a number of different ways. I know everybody focuses on RX7, RX8 so much these days. There are other options. We can run through that as well, but this is a nice kind of almost modular approach to that in a way, or piecemeal, if you will. But yeah, back to this. This is I'm slowly kind of falling in love with Comet here. Now the neat thing here is that we can actually morph between a couple of these. Maybe even go up. Interesting. Yeah, we'll just have to continue to play with this, but this is it's a really nice piece of kit here. Wow, this stop button on the decay is freaking dope. Interesting. That's a pretty cool little feature, adding that little short stop button there. It doesn't stop it completely, but it stops it for a short period of time, and that's pretty cool. Add in a nice little pump effect on just your verb tails. That's nice. All right, let's listen to this with these shakers here. I think we can go back and grab some of those footsteps. And bring this down so we have a little bit more dynamic range to build in something bigger midway through. As these first start to come up, these granular shakers here, it's got a bit of the stormtrooper to it. Yeah, I like manipulator too, Ricky, for sure. Yeah, Saf, one more reverb, right? I think that this is I think the transparency of it is going to keep it in my tool belt. I don't think I'm going to remove this one from my plugin folder anytime soon. And I like the way that this sits in there. So let's grab some more footsteps. We made a little sampler instrument out of some footsteps over in this first scene that we built over here. Let's go back and listen to that scene really quick, because that was pretty cool. Let's see. We had on that one oh, and those are our chains. This is the first scene that we built. I'm gonna put these back in, I guess. I think I like this better without those things right now. Okay, so we're going to take those footsteps again, but this time, we'll use different actual footsteps. Where did those footsteps go? And who submitted them? I think they were actually something from the free sound. I think this may have been Subvids that sent this one through. I'm also going to add this. Just to help me keep track of who brought what to the table. We'll give him credit for this one. I know it came from Freesound, but for everyone playing around at home, or playing along at home, rather. So we'll bring this over. So these footsteps are now in the drive. And let me just rename this. Boom. Okay. So those sounds are now available to download in the drive. Let me just put this up here. Again, command sounds at any time will bring up the link for you guys to grab to download and play. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring in these footsteps again. And let's do this in a just a quick sampler again. We'll keep it super simple, and we'll just bring down the sensitivity here a bit. In fact, maybe we'll just even do it manually if we need to. Let's figure out what kind of space we're playing with over here in our new scene. Maybe this one will be wet. We haven't done any wet stuff yet. Okay, let's we're gonna have to change something about that hit too. Maybe add some delay to it, extend it a bit. Let's bring this down. Let's see. There we go. So okay, so these are the wet ones here. Whenever you're playing with wet sounds, it's good to drop your, it's good to count your transient just a little bit before you can see it visually. Okay. Bueno. Oh, and these are bigs, huh? Let's I forgot that we had bigger ones here. Anyway, adding your slice right before the transient starts to swell up visually will help you get the motion, because oftentimes there's a little bit of sound that yeah, builds up. All right, this will add a nice fluid nature to this. Let's listen through. Okay, so this thing, this big hit, it's going to seem very out of place unless we push this a bit. So let's just do that. Yeah, so now this is going to be one of those things that we feel a bit more than we hear, if you will. Okay, so we're going to back this, push this into the distance a bit. Now I'll just bring this down. It'll feel a little bit more like a force of nature in here, I bet. Thunder. Or something. Maybe just something ominous. Something else ominous. We'll have these creepy little footsteps and splashes in the water. See if we can get back to my instrument here. Let's see what we can get out of... oops. Let's see what we can get out of on this one. Do you think if I play pink noise and EQ it, then remove that before I render, maybe? I like calibrate things a bit. I don't know. It's tough to say without actually hearing what you're up against, Guy. I feel like if I gave you advice on it, it'd be fairly arbitrary because I'm not actually tuned into what you're listening to right now. Interesting slap in there. Ooh. Sounds like we're in a tub. I will come back to it in just a sec, Guy. Or I'll grab that in just a sec. We'll put ears on it for you. Interesting here. That's pretty interesting. Okay, so let's make sure that these are all gated. Oh, I know what's going on. There we go. Okay. I'm going to put a little replica XT on here. maybe right in there. All right, let's take this down a bit. It's actually giving me some good ideas for some old familiar scenes. Ricky, good choices in the types of sounds that you sent through for this. And subvids, I have no idea if you're here right now or not, but these footsteps are great that you found. I'm going to jump over just really quick and check this email here. If you like to EQ the master of this, you have a second so I could get an idea of my room and headphone response. Love you a long time. Okay, let's check this out. Oh, you sent this a while ago too. Okay, this is going to be, let me download that. All right. All right, so this one is coming to us from Guy. Let's see what this looks like here.
Bloodshot eyes, mind of regret. Another night of nothingness. Early morning silhouettes. Bloodshot eyes, mind of regret. Early morning says. Traffic, neon signs and traffic lights blend together, polluting stars. Roaring down the roadways, fill junkies look for foreplay. Running with the rest of them, the electric jungle is my place. Till I'm out of rope? How long till I'm out of rope? How long can I try to cope? How long can I try to cope? How long will I stay afloat? How long will I stay afloat? It is my place, roaring down the roadways, looking for that foreplay, running with the rest of them. It is my place.
No, Paul, this is Ansap. This is a track that Guy just sent in. And it's hard because I can't see all your tracks here. But one thing that might be happening with people's feedback is that you've got this really low, lush feel leading in.
Early morning silhouettes, bloodshot eyes, mind of regret.
And it almost seems like maybe too much of the low end of the voice has been removed or something, because it might be a little bit too separated from the rest of the low end of the mix. And then there are a couple points up top that seem
Starry nights, dark in mind, but I still fight.
I mean, you don't want to zap the energy, of course.
Seeking love alone instead. Roaring down the roadways, feel junkies look for foreplay. Running with the rest of them, the electric jungle is my place. Is my place. Roaring down the roadways, feel junkies look for foreplay. Running with the rest of them, the electric jungle is my place.
It's really hard to dissect the vocals from the rest with all the frequencies in play here.
Roaring down the roadways, feel junkies look for foreplay. Running with the rest of them, the electric jungle is my place.
Ugh.
Roaring down the roadways, feel junkies look for foreplay. Running with the rest of them, the electric jungle is my place. Foreplay. Running with the rest of them, the electric jungle is my place. Feel junkies look mornings, early morning silhouette, morning silhouette, early morning silhouette, early morning silhouettes, bloodshot eyes, mind of regret. Another night of nothingness. Living a dream of living. Years ago, and life is unforgiving. Got it all, but something's missing. Roaring down the roadways, feel junkies look for foreplay. Running with the rest of them, the electric jungle is my place.
Yeah, it might be Paul's looking for a collab. Guy, I did not know your name was Josh. Transition's a little rough now. Part of it could be fixed by the transition, right? If you're easing from one thing into another. I mean, if it's, if there's too much separation in something, it might seem a little unnatural. You post the community files. Yeah, you bet, dude. It's just command sounds. You can grab whatever you want out of there. Like to remix it. Those frequencies are like jumping out. I don't know about jumping out. Again, it's hard to tell with just like the entire mix and not just the vocals isolated. But I would think that it's not just the EQ that's on the vocals. It could just be the general mix and how warm and deep it is originally, or for the first several bars, and then when the vocals come in, they're brighter Like I said, there might be a little bit too much chopped off the bottom end of the vocals and not enough taken off the top. These changes that I'm making here are more about what I'm hearing in the vocals, not the overall mix. And I'm feeling like some of this could even be the reverb that you've got on there. So I'm kind of wondering how your reverb is EQ'd, or if you are EQing your reverb, because you should be. Otherwise, you know, you don't want to be a savage. You want to make sure that that stuff is cleaned up. But if it is the reverb indeed, then it could also just be a matter of it's the wrong reverb. Something that's a little bit too colorful and bright is really going to accentuate the higher frequencies that might be agitants for the ears. I notice when I play his vocals, everything gets quiet too. Well, yeah, because there's some masking going on there. It's just frequency competition. So it could very well be that you've got some other things popping in the mix that are peaking in those same frequency pockets, and then when the vocals come up, it just pushes the overall amplitude level of those frequencies over the top. It's no longer pleasurable. It would really need to be one of those things to dig into, like track by track, right? And make sure that you've actually got each one treated properly in the mix. But maybe this will give you kind of a little head start when you get back into your project. You can look at what you've got set up on the vocals in general, or the vocal. You can shelf each EQ, then boost it. Yeah. Oh, well, if it's super massive that you've got the vocals going through, then you probably don't need that. I would use something a little less dramatic of a reverb for it, honestly. It does. I was worried something was like ear piercing. Well, it can be. See, and that's the thing, around 2K, around 5K, again, between 8 and 10K, above 12K. You can get these positions in the frequency range when you're overdriving them, or they're just too present. They cut through everything else. They cut through everything else because they're so skinny and they're so fast. And it's just an abrupt assault on the ears, if you will. So those are like they're called pain points, actually, especially the ones between like around 2 and again at 5, because they start to hurt when you turn things up. And when this goes through a mastering process with today's loudness standards, that's probably going to hurt. It's probably going to be a bit too harsh. So, yeah, exactly. If you're making something really ethereal and floaty, then supermassive is a good choice. That's a good point, Saffron. But yeah, I don't know if this has helped very much, Guy, but maybe it gives you a bit different perspective from where you were sitting a few minutes ago. I know if I've mentioned it before, but if you want to set up some sessions or something, I'm happy to go through just like some general best practices and maybe give you a slightly different take on how you approach stuff. Yeah, man, and knowing is half the battle, right? Go, Joe. All right, well, thank you for sending that through. And we got to wrap this up here in a little bit, but I'm going to jump back in and open up our project again. Remind everybody that you can submit sounds for our community project here. There's no deadline on getting sounds in, but we will be working with all of these sounds for the month. Yeah, you bet, Guy. Absolutely, anytime. Josh, right? Tell me what you prefer, and I'll try to update my brain. But anyway, yeah, submit your sounds to holler@ohmlab.tv, and then hopefully next time we all meet, we'll be seeing most of you just directly on the official OhmLab website, ohmlabmusic.com, because you can stream Twitch from there directly now, and I will have the community page revamped with a new upload tool on it. And then I'll have some download links for you guys right there as well. And then shortly after I get that done, maybe even next week, who knows, probably the week after though, I'll get the new subscription option up on the website as well. And that'll be great because sample swapping in earnest when that happens. Guy, cool, okay. I'll keep that. All right, so again, we've got ohmlabmusic.com. That's where you can go grab sounds, stream Twitch, yada yada. Here's the link to grab the sounds that we're working on. Click that now. You can bookmark it for a bit. I'll keep updating it as I get sounds from people. So I would expect by the end of next week that we'll have a lot more sounds in there than we have now. And I am going to start creating variations of the sounds that you guys have submitted. And then I will be adding them back to the drive, and you guys should feel encouraged to do the same thing. So, Paul, if you open up a few of Ricky's sounds and transform them with your mad science super skills, then send those back and we'll have even more fun with them, and we'll just keep the evolution process going, and we'll continue to make stuff. And as we get into the month a bit more, for those who are interested, I'm going to be showing you how to take these types of sounds, sync them to video, start making reels. For those of you who are mostly focused on music production and you come here on the regular to learn more about how to make better sounds for your music, you're going to love this because you'll have some deep insight into the video world, and this is kind of where everything is going in the next few years. So these are going to be good skills to have. And then for those of you who are more focused on sound design and you're really looking to get into this and actually make a consistent income, it's hard just being a musician these days. So if you want to get in and start making a living off of sound work, you can be uploading sounds and music simultaneously and start earning in some more consistent ways. So we're going to start digging into that next week, and this will be a really nice gateway for us because we'll start building reels together and syncing sound to screen. So definitely excited to start that with you. We'll also be kicking off the week with an interview and review with Zaris on Monday. We're going to be taking a look at Tesseract, his hit library of amazing cinematic sounds. And you guys will be able to ask him whatever kind of questions you like in that. So it'll be a nice open one. We'll have his I think we'll probably be doing a call, so we'll have his voice in here with us at the very least, maybe his face. So that'll be Monday, and then after that, we're just going to kind of one thing at a time, or one group of sounds at a time. Rather, we'll start putting them into play in actual scenes with video, and over the month. I will be challenging you guys to be putting together your own sound packs, your own demo reels, and seeing where we can take this thing. Because my goal here is to build another collective, not just something that people tune into and watch. I want like active participation and see you guys grow. And we can build great things together over the years. And you guys have seen it with the other things that I've built in the past. So I think this one's going to be the best yet. On that note, I got to boogie and get ready for a session. For those who are looking to book sessions right now, it's at least a week out. Send me an email and we will talk and figure out when we can get you in. The Guild of Crafty Sound Manglers, right? Heidi, thank you so much. Those squirrels. Oh, those squirrels. I'm going to catch up in the chat here just really quick. The singer is the one that had 23,000 listeners on Wednesday. Oh, okay, Guy. Yeah, full circle. You brought that right around, didn't you? Sorry about that. Angry Canadian Squirrels say thank you. Awesome. I'll make you all famous. Zev, welcome back. I'm taking off. I got a session to go prepare for. You know how that goes. Showed him a picture of a stadium with 20,000 people and he started gagging, like literally nervous drive heaving. I bet. Don't do that to people. Saf, I know these are your goals and you just keep sticking around, man, because this is, it's going to get really fun. You guys will probably all be downloading a new application next week to play along at home. I know everyone's doing it and it's very competitive out there, but we've got tricks up our sleeves. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you for tuning in and for the continued support. Miss you, homie. Hope you're doing well. Saf, yeah, dude. Get your questions lined up because Zaros is willing to answer all of them. He's pretty open, just like me. I really like the Guild of Crafty Sound Manglers. It reminds me of the League of Crafty Guitarists. You bet, Zev. See you there, Paul. Guy, I always learn when I teach, every single time. Saf, I like you too. All right, guys. Y'all have a great weekend, and I will see you on the flip. And thanks for playing. I will even leave you with a little bit of goodbye music. Peace.